Those of you who recently watched the gathering of the East African head of state that is now chaired by our incompetent, corrupt President Salva Kiir, you saw what happened in Uganda. A map was brought for Salva Kiir to unveil, map of the East Africa. And in this map, more than 9,000 square kilometers of the South Sudan territory had been annexed by Kenya. This is the entire territory of Eastern Equatoria State, belonging to Nyagatom community and Taposa community, the Ilemi Triangle. This is a land that is extremely fertile. I spent some time there in a place called Kibase and a place called Marangakipiu during the War of the Liberation. It's a place that is very rich with minerals. It's a place that is rich with gold. In fact, gold is being exported there already by companies that are tied to the president and his family and to some elements in the government, including the governor of Eastern Equatoria, Louis Lobong. It's also an area that is rich with oil. Oil has been confirmed there. It's not just only assumed, but it's confirmed. It exists. And these are the things that Kenya is interested in. So in that map, that whole territory was cut off and made part of Kenya. And some of you that have spent time in Kenya, you know very well that this territory is a territory that is ours. And Kenya has been trying to take this for a very long time. And the borders are clear because African Union, when it was founded, we all agreed that whatever the borders that the colonial governments left in Africa, those borders will be honored. You know, that is a treaty in the African Union. But if you see the map that our clueless president was given to unveil at a gathering of head of state, he was unveiling a map in which his own country has been, the territories of his own country has been annexed by neighboring countries. Kenya has taken, as I said, 9,000 square kilometers. The same thing with Uganda. Large part of K-DEenk County, and those of you who have been in K-DEenk, you know this very well. Large part of K-DEenk County had been annexed in that map and had been made to belong to Uganda. The same thing even some part of Equatoria, some part of Chukudum. Even the place where the SPLM held its first convention in 1994, the Moya Sukun, Chukudum, part of that territory, if you see that map that our dictator, Salva Kiir, was able to launch, some of that territory is missing. Even where John Garang had the tragic accident. You remember when John Garang died and the tragic accident that happened in the mountains of Eastern Equatoria. Some of that territory has been put in the map belonging to Uganda. And our president was standing there clueless, unveiling this as a map. That is an example of his failure because sovereignty of South Sudan is sacrosanct. Is sacrosanct. Sovereignty of South Sudan is sacrosanct. Every inch of our territory is sacrosanct. Every inch of our land is important. And even in that map,